So as always, I'm starting off by oiling the scalp with my TTT Hair Growth Oil. You can find this oil in the description link. It helps to promote growth while your hair is protected under these styles. I put it in a bigger jar. This is another container that I'm using, but I'll put more of it since I use so much of it. I poured it into a bigger bottle, and that's what I'm using on her hair now. So I'm using the same oil, it's just in a different container. This is the crochet hair I'm using. This is also found in the description link on Amazon. The color is a 1B at the top, 30 in the middle, and then it fades into a 27. And how I'm applying it, I'm just pulling the hair through the crochet 2 times. So I wrap it through the loop 2 times, but I'll do this several times so you'll be able to see how I'm able to put the hair into the braid. But as you see, I'm pulling the braid through this loop with the crochet needle because it's kind of harder to do it with your finger. And then I'm going to go back with the crochet needle facing upward and grab the hair and then pull it back through the hole down. The reason why I pull it through twice is to make sure it stays secure, because when you have hair or crochet hair with bigger loops, sometimes it just slides off the hair. Sometimes as the person's wearing it and they pulling it up and doing different styles, the loops start to slide loose. So most people they like to wrap once, but I like to wrap twice in the areas that I know are going to be more mobile for people, meaning people are moving the hair around more, putting the hair in a ponytail. So once I get to the front, around the edges, I like to do 1 loop to have a more natural look, but this is how I do most of the hair, and this is what makes it stay secure, and you won't have people really complaining about the hair pieces fell out, because this doesn't really move. And also make sure when you're taking the crochet needle and going up like this, that no hair is caught into the crochet, because once you try to go upward, and if you catch a little bit of hair and then you try to pull the knot through the second time, it's going to get stuck. You will know more what I'm talking about once you do it, but I've been doing this for so long that I can move fast, so it makes it look easy, but it's really not if you're not putting it, or if you're not doing it the right way. And I don't like to put a whole lot of crochet hair in, so that's why I'm not making it like every piece super close, unless I know that the person is going to put the hair up into a ponytail. And that way I would have braided it different. So people that's going to wear their hair half up, half down, or they don't mind wearing a headband on their hair, then I don't really make the crochets too close, because that's what makes people have to use too much hair, and it doesn't look natural. Moving at this speed, usually I can get a head done in about an hour and a half by the time I wash it, blow dry it, braid it. So braided takes about 30 minutes. Crochet takes about 30 minutes, and wash and blow dry takes about 30 minutes. So this style is pretty fast once you get to moving and doing it all the time. But maybe when you first do it, it might take you about 3 to 4 hours. But once you get the hang of it, it's only about an hour and a half. Alright, that's enough talking. These steps are pretty much the same, so as you get to the top. And I'm just going to fast forward the video and let you see the process through.
1, 2, 3, 4.
notice as I get to the front that I have to be more careful around people's edges because that's where people's hair is more fragile with the crochet. So the first 2 braids I normally loop 1 time, and then I go back to looping the rest of the hair 2 times. So I'm finishing the top of the hair. I only have a few braids left to go. And then I'll be laying the edges down so you can see how I make swoops in the hair and what edge control that I use. Feel free to leave any comments that you have of anything that I haven't answered in the video, and I'll answer them in the comments. This is the edge control that I use, which is the edge booster. They have like maybe 8 different colors, but I only use the red one. I haven't tried the other ones. And what I'm doing right now, I put the edge control on her hair. She had makeup on, so I had to rub it off because that's if you have any oil or any makeup or anything on the hair and you put edge control on it, it's going to cause the edge control to turn white. So that's why I had to rub it off and then start over. So the easiest way for me is to comb all the hair or lay all the hair down, or you can comb all the hair forward and then start making the swoops. So you just apply the edge control on the edges in 1 row and then just start combing into like a C direction. Now I'm using the mousse to define the curls and also lay some of the curls down because the hair is kind of, if you like your hair big and fluffy, then you might not need the mousse, but I needed to lay some of the hair down. So I'm using a mousse, and the mousse that I'm using is Nairobi. This is not the container that it's in. I always put because I buy in bulk, so I need to put it in smaller containers. So the mousse that I'm using is the Nairobi mousse. And this is the setting lotion. I ran out of the mousse in the middle of putting it in. So I'm using Design Essentials setting lotion. And it's going to set the finishing look to be crispy. Well, not too hard, but it'll define the curls more. So that finishes this look. Please subscribe to our channel and see you in the next video.